sir. My name is Inigo Sola, and I'm an art historian. I have a question for you, sir. You talked a bit about the student movement just as you did today, and you referred to the cause as a great, noble, and beautiful cause, if my memory doesn't betray me. Now, I must say that I was fairly surprised because that is not what the Chilean government has been telling the students in Chile. On the contrary, it has been saying the exact opposite. It has either belittled their demands or demeaned them or just plainly ignored them and suspended the right to assembly, in some cases extremely forcefully repressing the gatherings. So basically my question is does this reflect a change in policy on your behalf? Will you sit down with the students and listen to their demands without any conditions as they have requested? Thank you, sir.
We have never requested the right to gathering or to protest because that's a constitutional right. Amendment. And we are a very respectful government, and particularly of the great law of the land. And therefore, students are more than 100 times in all the cities and streets of our country, and they have never been denied that permission. So the first fact that you point out, I think, is wrong. Second, we have never repressed them. Second, we have never repressed them. Second, we have never repressed them. Actually, there has been 550 people injured during the protest, and only 40 of them are civilians. So, of course, we have to keep public order, because that's another responsibility. It's a great, noble, and beautiful, and urgent cause. And we agree with that 100%. That's why our government is undertaking the major educational reform that should have been undertaken many years ago by the former government. And we're doing that, even though we're not part of the problem. We want to be part of the solution to the educational sector in our country. By the former government. By the former government. And we're doing that. I don't have the time here to express everything that we've done in terms of changing the system, the law, improving the financing, improving the quality of education. But we have committed $4 billion on top of the regular budget in order to finance this major reform. $4 billion. Reform. $4 billion. $4 billion. Chile. You have to multiply that by 200 to compare that with a US figure. They're asking for many things. One thing they're asking for is free education for everybody. We are only for those people that really need it. Because we don't think it's feasible, and we don't think it's fair that we use taxpayers' money, particularly the taxes paid by the poorest, to finance the education of the richest. And that's a disagreement. And in the democracy, we have to learn to live with disagreement. And the way to solve them is not with Molotov bombs or rocks or violence. The way to solve it is using our democratic system, which is what we have been proposing them from the very first moment. Reform. $4 billion. Reform. $4 billion. Second, we have never repressed them. 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 $4 billion.